we will have a little chat about the Megxit alliance.
I mean, I'm not going to lead on this one. Someone else take it away.
Oh, well, for a start, you had no idea that Victoria Beckham even designed clothes.
Well, I think I kind of knew that she had a clothing label, which apparently the Princess of Wales wore this week. She wore a green suit that Victoria Beckham had designed.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
That's right.
The Prince of Wales was presenting the Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Design. It's all about celebrating the impact of young British creatives in the UK fashion industry. And the Princess of Wales there wearing Victoria Beckham suit, so very much showing her support for British fashion by what she's wearing.
Does that mean Victoria designed that the white T-shirt blousey thing in the middle or not?
I
don't know.
I am doubtful
that
she would have teamed the ruffles with the suit.
Ruffles, right?
Because she tends to be quite minimalist, so I can't imagine that she would have.
Okay, so that would be
Kate's
own sort of.
Yeah,
area.
I imagine so.
Okay. Thanks for that advice.
You're welcome. Now, the reason why we are so connected the dots here. So, Kate wore Victoria Beckham this week. Mm-hmm. The Beckhams have been in the press quite a lot over the past few weeks because Brooklyn wasn't at his dad's 50th birthday celebrations here. We, of course, know what's happening with Meghan and Harry and what they've been up to the last few weeks and where they stand, where their families are concerned. So,
and Brooklyn Beckham and his partner were at Harry and Meghan's house.
Yes, for dinner. So now...
So connect all those dots for us. Go on.
Yeah, connecting those dots means that now, allegedly, according to some parts of the press, those two couples are forming an alliance because
they both
their families have allegedly currently have beef with them.
I mean,
it's a lot.
It's a lot of dots, isn't it?
I'm actually just tired listening to you talk about that.
Tired even.
The thing is, I was having to read articles I wouldn't normally read in order to get across this story. Yeah. And I mean, I think it's that classic, let's blame the woman, the wife, the partner for taking the famous man away from his family. Yeah. In other words, let's blame Meghan for taking Harry. Of course, it was never Harry's decision to leave the royal family. And let's blame Nicola for taking Brooklyn away from Posh and Bex. I mean...
and then to go full misogynistic, we'll just tie those two together.
Tie them together.
And so they're in an alliance and they're the sort of really horrible ladies that are just making this up. I mean, look, it's pretty awful. My favourite thing of it, because I think some people are very clever with headlines and they've come up with Beckxit, Beckxit, to go with Megxit, which itself was a little bit misogynistic, which came from Brexit, which of course divided this nation. So, I mean, look.
I tell you what, those sub-editors or headline writers, when they're coming up with these things, it is very, very good.
They earn their money. But so Brooklyn went for dinner at Harry and Meghan's house and not getting on with his dad, according to reports. That's kind of...
As opposed to two British men living in the same part of the country decide to catch up over
they're quite famous.
Food.
And the Prince of Wales decided to wear one of the biggest British designers that we have for an award celebrating British fashion. I mean, I think.
But that was her making a dig at Harry and Meghan, of course.
Well, I'm exhausted after that bit.
Yeah, did we come to any conclusions from that other than don't believe everything you read, don't always blame the woman in the relationship? Yeah. There's actually much more to it. And actually, as we know from Harry's interview the other week when he spoke about his dad, it's not necessarily Meghan's fault that he is no longer speaking to his father, as Harry says. And that discord in the royal family still exists.
Well, I tell you what is likely to happen. Harry's likely to give another interview at some point in time that'll probably clear up the Beckxit situation.
Yep.
It's entirely possible, yes. Or maybe it will just fuel more stories for clickbait in certain parts of the media.
And that's why we tend to just stick with facts, don't we?
We like a few facts.
We do.
But we just dipped our toe into a bit of gossip.